Hello, welcome to Lord Havoc's Marvel Champions custom content stream extravaganza. Continuing my look at the Homebrew Discord community Cycle 4 nominations. This time I'm up with Rescue by Rainy. Rainy's been on the show before. Rainy's got a heap of content out there. A good solid creator. I always look forward to looking at a Rainy creation. And Rescue's been nominated for Seal, so there's people out there that like her. So let's check her out. If you're new to the show and wondering what the hell am I talking about, Homebrew community, Cycle 4 nominations, what does that mean? It means that my show, I look at Marvel Champions content and I specifically look at custom content made by fans of the game. If you're looking to check out official content, by all means, please check out D20 Woodworking, Nelson, Daring Lime, Villain Theory, Josh Smeg. Those content creators, just you look at official stuff, but I focus mainly on the custom stuff in order to highlight the great work that people put out there. There's some really cool stuff, and the cycle nomination stuff is the Homebrew community Discord. They look at custom content and anything that they deem worthy enough to be official content. It's like it's that good that it should actually really exist for the game. That's like it's nominated and people vote on it based on certain criteria, and then it gets sealed. This particular cycle, a couple of my creations have been nominated, which is very exciting. I've already had videos of them, so I'm now going through the other ones that have also been nominated as well. ES is on! ES, how you doing, buddy? And since you're on, that means I just mentioned your name, which means we continue the tradition of having you mentioned every episode. ES is on in the chat. Just knocking this stuff out. Yeah, man. Got to get it knocked out. One more to go after this one. Cool. So yeah, this is Rescue by Rainy, as I said. Here's our hero card. So what I do is I'll go through the main set, and then not like super deep, but enough to sort of get an idea of it, and then we'll actually have a game. I'm going up against Klaw, and I'm going standard this time. I played Klaw Expert last night with Okoye and just got annihilated, and it was bad. It was very, very bad. So I'm playing standard. And I'm playing protection. What you should do is, if you're doing a custom hero, you should play against an official villain, and if you're doing a custom villain, you should play against an official hero. So, all right, let's get this going. Rescue, alter ego, Pepper Potts, 4 rec. That's extremely high for just a normal human being with no powers. 4. She really should be 3. 4 is a bit high. Civilian, executive. Action. Each player may discard 1 card from their hand to search their deck for a tech upgrade and add it to their hand. Limit once per round. Each player may discard 1 card from their hand. That's very good. That's very impressive. If you're playing like a 2-handed Rescue and Iron Man, the Iron Man player will love you. That's extreme. It's very cool. I like it. Do you know why... Bumper up. Do you know why I've given so much of my life to Tony Stark? It's because I believe in him. Hand size 6, hit points 12. 12! 12! That's a lot, again, for a normal human being. I assume that's because you're meant to have the suit. Yeah. Yeah, it looks like she actually has the suit from the very start. She doesn't build it up like Tony does. See, Tony starts off as Tony with no suit, and then you build the suit up as you go, whereas it looks like she's actually got the suit and she just upgrades it. So that makes sense, more sense that way. Rescue. Hero side, Aerial Avenger. Very cool. Aerial straight off the bat. That's very nice. 113, which sort of suits her sort of defensive capabilities. She's very obviously geared towards prot, but I could also see in her in the other aspects as well, for sure. I think she would work in the other aspects as well. But her ability, check out this ability, Rapid Responder. When she makes notice, little asterisk next to the 3. So response: after you use your basic defense, make a basic thwart or attack without exhausting rescue. So whatever your thwart or attack is, you just do it back after you use your basic defense. So you get to do it. Not only do you get to do it on your turn, but you get to do it on the villain turn as well. It doesn't say hero response; it just says response. That's amazing. I mean, it's sure it's only one, but there's ways to bump that up. So use that. I mean, if she was in Injustice, you'd be doing a nice little extra thwart for free. If she's doing a direct aggression, you're doing a nice little extra attack back. That's very cool. That's a very cool ability. Hand size 5, hit points 12. Now, I just want to highlight this picture. Regular viewers will know how much I love when a picture, the image of the card breaks the card in some way, right? So overlaps something. ES knows I'm a big fan. ES is very good at this sort of stuff. But this has blown me away. When I first looked at this image, I thought, because it was just this size, and I was like, oh, that's a bit unfortunate, because she's clearly meant to be holding up whatever it is that she's holding up so that the little girl doesn't get hurt. And it just doesn't quite work. I'm like, oh, that doesn't really work. But then you blow it up to see the genius that has happened here. The hand has been shifted a little bit, or the arm has been shifted a little bit, I think, so that it looks like she's actually holding up her nameplate instead of the thing that's behind. So now she's holding the nameplate up. That's brilliant. That's the best border break I've ever seen. It's amazing. I'm always going to give it a pass just on that alone, which is because that's the sort of guy that I am. I just love that stuff. Yeah, love it. Brilliant. I don't know if that was intentional. If that wasn't intentional, then it's the greatest accidental art I've ever seen. But I'm pretty sure it is intentional. All right, so let's go. Her signature ally is Iron Man, Tony Stark, of course. 3-2-2-3. That's great. Love it. Aerial Avenger. That alone would be enough. Interrupt. When Iron Man uses a basic power, spend one resource. I should blow him up. You spend one resource of any type. Iron Man gets +2 to that basic power for that use. Modesty's never been my strong suit, but then my strong suit is literally a strong suit. So, yep. Pretty basic stuff. I like him. Magnetic restraints, events. Hero action, choose one. Discard a tech or weapon attachment from play. Stun an enemy. Yeah. Don't mind it. Only one to stun the enemy. Pretty good. Her version of the Repulsor Blast. Attack, superpower. Hero action. Attack, deal 2 damage to an enemy. This attack gains ranged. Spend X energy resources to a maximum of 3. Repeat this attack X times against targets of your choosing. So it doesn't increase the damage. It stays as 2, but you can do it more times. I'm not a violent person, but I can't let you hurt innocent people. So a really nice Ultron killer. She'd be good against Ultron. And anything else has got sort of smaller minions. Not really all that effective against things like Masters of Evil and stuff, but against Ultron, she would be pretty brutal. Stark Resilient is the name of the company. Business located. Exhaust Stark Resilient, generate a wild resource for any player, so not just her, so that's why it costs 3. So it's a 3-cost resource generator. Generate a wild for any player. Pretty good. Responsive, get 3 of these. Superpower. After you use a basic power, ready rescue. You get +1 to a basic power of your choice. thwart attack or defense until the end of the round. That's pretty cool. 3 of those. Only cost 1. Oh man, I probably should put Def Focus in here. I don't think I've got Def Focus in this deck. I'm gonna go grab it. It's got a lot of superpower stuff. Going to go get it. Why Def Focus has a picture of Sorcerer Supreme on there, I do not know. It makes no sense at all. I really should upgrade that. Check it in there. Alright, Search and Rescue. Tactic Thwart. Hero Action Thwart. Remove 3 threat from a scheme. If there is a Crisis icon in play, remove 2 additional threat from that scheme, and this thwart ignores the Crisis icon. So it actually rewards you if there is a Crisis icon. That's pretty cool. That's an interesting twist. Normally it's just the remove 3 threat and it can ignore the Crisis icon or do something to ignore the Crisis icon or something like that. Whereas this one just says straight up says if there is a Crisis icon, great, you get more and you get to ignore it as well. So I like that. A couple of those. First Responder. Skill title uses 3 medical counters. That means it's an upgrade, so that means it disappears after it's used its 3 counters. After another character takes damage, exhaust this card and remove 1 medical counter from it. Heal 1 damage from that character. 2 damage instead if they are in an identity. Doesn't quite match the theme. My suggestion there would actually be to swap these around so that it heals 1 damage if it's an identity, but 2 if it's an ally, because she's all about helping others more so than helping herself. I would actually, I'll swap those 2 around. Do more for the people that you love, not just necessarily yourself. Would be my thing. So you like your allies or other identities. So anybody other than you. Magnetic Deflector 1 upgrade item tech. Very nice. Get a tech in there. When an enemy initiates an attack, discard the top card of your deck. That enemy gets -1 attack for that attack. Limit twice per round. So you can do it multiple times. Limit twice per round. Discard 2 cards to just get or discard a card to get -1 attack. It could be helpful. Next upgrade is Model V Chassis. You get +3 hit points after you defend and take no damage. Exhaust Model V Chassis and spend 1 resource of any type. Give Rescue a tough status card. If you've already defended and took no damage, why does it cost an extra resource? Why should you not just automatically get it? So there's like a whole bunch of protection events that say if you defend and take no damage, then you get something. You get an effect, stun, ready, that sort of stuff. Spending an extra resource seems like just an additional extra cost for no real reason. I guess maybe because a tough status card is actually quite powerful. Yeah, actually, now that I think about it, I think that's fair. Next one is Model V Helmet. Rescue gets +1 thwart, so that bumps her up to 2. Ignores the patrol keyword. Very cool. Hero response. After a side scheme enters play, exhaust Model V Helmet. Remove 1 threat from that scheme. 2 threat instead if a crisis icon is in play. Yep, I like that. That's cool. Next, Repulsor Gauntlets. Rescue gets +1 attack. Great. Bumps her up to 2. When Rescue makes a basic attack, exhaust Repulsor Gauntlets. That attack gains raged. Fair enough. Sweet. They're all tech, so you can get them using her ability. Discard 1 card in their hand and search your deck for a attack rated and add it to their hand. Yeah. Having to discard a card to then search and add it to your hand is a little expensive. I don't like discarding cards. I don't know if you've noticed that. But the fact that each player does it, it's just amazing. All right. There's our cards. I've got her with a prop deck. Let's rock. Kaz has joined us. Hello, young Kaz. Appreciate you jumping on. I like the design a lot. Yeah, we'll go through that more at the end. 12 hit points. Rescue's good to go. Do a search. 43 cards, a bit more than I would like, but oh well. Search the encounter deck for the Defense Network side scheme and reveal it. Okay. Defense Network. 1, 2, and then place an additional 1 per player. And there's a crisis icon. Thank you very much. Defense network. Shuffle the encounter deck. And then advance to 1B. We start on 0. We discard cards until a minion is discarded. Nope. Nope. Oh, happy to see those two go. Well, yeah, that was pretty happy. Nope. There we go. That means Surge doesn't activate. Cool. Her obligation is already in there. Oh, there's another quick thing I want to show in terms of the Nemesis thing. This is a Nemesis set, and there is no Nemesis. Check this out. Instead of having an actual Nemesis minion, it's actually a treachery that you normally get in these sort of things, right? And then you get an obligation that's all about helping wounded civilians. Then you got an environment that you have to get rid of. You have to go put out the fire. You got a side scheme, which is pretty normal, but there's the whole thing about help when the helicopter crash. So you have to go help that out. And then innocent bystander is an attachment attached to your identity. You get -1 hand size, and if you exhaust your hero, discard this card to remove 1 threat from a scheme. So you can keep it on you if you want, and then just wait until you just exhaust your hero to discard this card or remove 1 threat from a scheme. But, I mean, obviously, you wouldn't -1 hand size, but I think that's very, very cool. It's a bit weird in terms of like Shadow of the Past, but Shadow of the Past specifically says go find your minion if it doesn't have a search. So I'm not too sure how that mechanic will work, because Shadows of the Past reveal your set-aside Nemesis minion and put into play, engage review. That can't happen. Reveal your set-aside Nemesis side scheme and put into play. So this goes into play. Great. Shuffle the rest of your set-aside Nemesis encounter get into the encounter deck. So nothing will pop out. So the side scheme will pop out. You won't get your minion, but they all get shuffled in, and then they just come out and do stuff when they come out. I actually think it's quite clever. Give that a shuffle because I just saw the bottom card. Yeah, I'm intrigued. I'm actually nobody wants Shadow of the Past to happen, but I'm actually kind of hoping it does, just so I can sort of see it. Anyway, we got a minion. We got Klaw. He's got 12 hit points. I think we're good to go. Let's do it. Pepper Potts. 6. Oh, I'm not even sitting down. Oh no, it's done that thing where it doesn't like me. It's crashed. We're gonna go over here. Ugh, it's so frustrating, man. I was just gonna do that thing where it flickers, and I hate it. I hate it so much. Anyway, I don't know why it does that. It's bizarre. Let's do it. 6. Alright, so I got one of my tech upgrades. Got a whole bunch of stuff. I got Spidey. Do I want to mulligan any of these? I don't know. I mean, there are better cards in there that I would prefer to have, but these are not bad. I mean, this is a pretty good start. Yeah, you know what? I'm actually going to just keep this. I'm not going to use her ability. I'm going to... I'm going to be cheeky. I'm going to stay on her alter ego side for a second. Magnetic deflector. To put in unflappable. And then never back down, armor, and force field will give me Miles. Miles will immediately thwart these 3 off. Get rid of that. Yeah. Actually, no. I'm going to flip to rescue. I'm going to hit this guy for 1. Ready. Get 5 cards. Okay. Okay, alright. 1. Klaw attacks. He gets an additional boost card when he attacks. I'm just going to take it. Oh. No, I'm not. You can make the basic thwart or attack without exhausting rescue, and it doesn't say against the attacker. So you know what? I will actually defend. Defend for 2. Take no damage, and I'm going to immediately attack this guy. He's dead. Which means he doesn't get to do anything. Yep, just making sure we're doing everything right. I get an encounter card. It is Armor Guard. Can't do a toughness. My turn. Oh, because I defended against an attack and take no damage, I draw a card. Cool. Alright, my turn. Okay. Alright, we've got some good stuff here. Oh, choices. It's all good. I mean, it's all good stuff. What is her ability set? Oh, if I flip the alter ego, it means I can go find one, right? I don't need to find one. I've got everything I need here. This is all good stuff. I'm going to use... Armored Vest and Energy Barrier. We'll put in Energy Barrier. Joshua puts these up in the ally section. I'm going to do the same thing. I like that because then it becomes like a defense against. I like it because so it's like right there in your face. All right, and then I now can't afford. Actually, I'm going to say that. Instead of that. Yeah, so Energy Barrier and Stark Resilient, put in Energy Barrier. And then Iron Man will give me my vest. So now defending for 4. I'm going to keep Repurpose because I'm going to use it to eat that. And then Miles. We'll just knock off this dude's tough. No. You know what? I'm going to keep it for now. I'll get rid of it a different way. Ready. Get 4 cards. So 2 responsive. After you use a basic power, ready, rescue. Get +1 base power of your choice to the end of the round. This is very cool, and it's an awesome picture too. Vigilance. This is actually a special rainy card. Protection card, which is pretty sweet. When an enemy attacks, make a basic defense without exhausting your hero. If you pay for this card using an energy resource, you get +1 defense for that attack, which is pretty sweet. There's a gauntlet, gives it a +1 attack, which is pretty cool. Yeah, good hand. Alright, villain turn. Boink. I'm in hero form, so Klaw attacks me. I'm going to defend. He hits for 3. So nothing happens. I defend. I successfully defended, so I'm going to count a card from Unflappable. And Energy Barrier. Oh, it says when you take any amount of damage. Okay, cool. Right, so that obviously does that. Now, because I did a successful defense, I'm going to hit back for 1. I'm going to hit this guy and take his tough off. And then this guy then attacks. I'm just going to take it and then use Energy Barrier to prevent one of that damage and then do a damage back. So he takes the 1, then get an encounter card, and it is Sound Manipulation. When revealed, hero take 2 damage, Klaw heals 2 damage. He doesn't heal, but I do take the 2 damage. There's not much I can do about that, unless I've got something that says that I can. Hero response. I could actually have played this as a defensive thing. Could I? Is that how it works? Could I have used responsive on the villain turn? I think I can. I need to look at that. I think after you use basic power, I could then ready her. So after I defended, I could have used responsive to ready her, and then because I get +1, I then could have hit for 2. I think that's how it's meant. The intention is meant to work. Hero response. Can you play a hero response on the villain phase? I need to look that up. I'm sure you can. Yeah, anything else? Yeah, as long as the triggering condition is met, right? So, as long as I'm in hero form, I can still do it. It doesn't have to be on my turn. I just have to be in hero form. Same deal here, right? And it just says I have to use a basic power. So I could have done that. It doesn't matter that I didn't do it now. Or does it? Actually, no, because that means I'll then be ready for the villain phase until the end of the round. I'm absolutely positive that is what was meant to happen. I'm going to use responsive and say that I used responsive. Get +1 to a basic power of your choice. So a ready. I used defense, but it's basic power. I get to ready. I then get +1. So I actually did 1 more point back. Which would have been the same. It would have been the same. Actually, then I said it. I probably could have then just thwarted. Actually, I mean, it would be the same. He had tough. I don't know, pierce. So I would have hit back, hit his toughness. So I would have hit for 2. But so what? He would have had toughness. And then this is what actually did the point of damage to him when he attacked. I can't hit him back. But I am still ready though, so I guess that's better. So I'm going to still say that I did it, spent responsive to get responsive. I'm absolutely positive I could have done that. It wasn't a huge deal in the end, so I think I'm just going to keep it as is. Not getting out Ironheart is going to hurt my brain. But it is what it is. I need to get a gauntlets out and get this +1 attack happening. It also means so I have to use Vigilance and Ironheart in order to get my gauntlets because they're cool. Exhaust. Whenever she makes a basic attack, exhaust, that attack gains range. So that's okay. It protects me from retaliate, which is great. I'm keeping repurpose because this thing, when this dies, I'm going to use it. Alright, so now Miles can just kill this guy, which was part of my plan. So he's gone. Attack consequential. Rescue's now attacking for 2, thwarting for 1, defending for 3. Going to attack for 2. Ready. After you use a basic defense. Okay, alright. Ready, get 4 cards. And then, alright, cool. Good with that. Villain, he attacks me. I defend. He hits for 1, plus he then deals 1 damage to each hero. That's unfortunate. When you would take any amount of damage, I'm going to prevent that damage and deal 1 damage to an enemy, which is him. I still successfully defended, so I'm going to hit back for 2. For free. I don't have that fancy ready thing. And I successfully defended, so I get a card. Oh, this is just all happening. This is working for me. All energy. Look at that. All energy. If I had my repulsor blast out here, I'd be going sick. Alright, well, energy is going to pay for enhanced reflexes. What is he on? 7. This repurpose is going to pay for this armor. Oh, it's an upgrade. It's not a thing that sort of dies. It just sort of stays there forever. After you defend against attack, deal 1 damage to the attacking character. Okay, cool. I'm happy with that. And then I'm going to use repurpose, which says going to put it here. Discard a tech upgrade you control. So that's energy barrier. You've done well, my friend. Done well. I get to ready. Choose thwart, attack, or defense. Until the end of the round, your hero gets plus X to chosen power. X is equal to the upgrade's printed cost, which is 2. So I'm now 3, 4, 5. It would be... I'm actually going to thwart for 3. 1, 2, 3. Try and keep that under control. Hitting for 4 would have been nice. But I need to thwart, I think. Then we'll attack with Miles. I can play the long game here. Miles sacrifices his life. Oh, and I might as well use one of the enhanced reflexes to get endurance out. Let's check this over here. Let's check the things that actually get used over here. To give me plus 3. 1, 2, 3. Ready. Get my hand. Oh, yes. The perfect combo. I can pay for Iron Fist in 1 hit. That's amazing. That is amazing. Alright. Let's do this. 1. He attacks. I defend. He attacks for 3. I don't care. I've got a defense of 4. So, I got a defense of 4. So that means I automatically unflappable and get a free card. After you defend against an attack, deal 1 damage to the attacking player. Attacking thing. Whatever. Attacking character. So that just triggers. It doesn't even have to exhaust. It just triggers. And then her ability triggers. I can either thwart or attack. I'm going to attack. That's amazing. I get an encounter card. It is Radioactive Man. After Radioactive Man attacks you, discard 1 card at random from your hand. Okay, that's cool. It's got 7 health. Let's see if we can take care of that. Alright, well, Power Protection and Power Protection. Do I put in Nova or do I put in Iron Fist? You know what? I'm going to Iron Fist just because he's awesome. Not that Nova's not awesome, but he's obviously more awesome. He's awesome in this. Actually, you know what? Genius, Search and Rescue, and Enhanced Reflexes will give me Nova. I have them both. Why not? Why not? Okay. Iron Fist will hit for 2. And then stunning. So I'll spend a counter to do an extra point of damage and stun. Take that, Radioactive Man. You annoy me. And Nova will also hit for 2. Oh, he doesn't have guard. I might as well just go straight to this guy. Actually, you know what? Yeah. Let's go straight to Klaw. Advance to stage 2. Why does it say 28? There's only 1 player in the game, DTS. Why did you think there's 2? Because of this glitch, maybe? Because it's glitching out, it thinks there's 2 players? Oh, no, because of this. Oh, Dave, you idiot. Oh, jeez. Sometimes I shake my head at myself. Anyway, yes, Immortal Klaw came out. There you go. So he's not trying to trade. Yeah, I think that's a better option. Because he's stunned. He's not doing anything to me. That's great. I could have stunned this guy. But this guy, you discard cards. It annoys me. It just really, really annoys me. He gets a consequential. And then that's everything. Ready and draw cards. Okay, there's another responsive. Great. Okay, he's one of my repulsor blasts. Very cool. Against targets of your choosing. Just love it. There's another one. Okay, search and rescue so I can get rid of Mortal Claw straight away. And magnetic restraints. Okay. Alright, let's do it. Villain turn. 1 and then 1 from the acceleration icon. Claw attacks me. I'll defend. Alright, there you go. Shadow of the Past. Excellent. Alright, so it hits me for 4. 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's fine. I defend for 4. Is there any way to bump up my defense? No. Okay, so that means I actually get hit. So I don't get unflappable this turn. I do still get a point of damage back. So I do get hit for 1. So I can't unflappable. Electrostatic armor will hit him back for 1. Nova says when the enemy initiates an attack, spend an energy resource, deal 2 damage to that enemy. I will. Magnetic restraints deals 2 damage. Down he goes. And then I think... Oh, and then because I defended, it doesn't say I have to successfully defend, it just says use a basic defense. Okay, so now I'm going to use search and rescue. No. I'm going to use repulsor blast to pay for responsive. So I have to use a basic power. Ready rescue. Ready. You get +1 to a basic power of your choice until the end of the round. So I'm going to say attack. Response. Response. Which response happens first? Do I get to hit back for 3 now? Which order does it go? My reading of this is that I can now... Also, it doesn't say interrupt. It says response. It really should say interrupt. If it says interrupt, then that means I can trigger it before her response does. I'm sure that's how it's meant to work. It doesn't say that though. It's a response, right? And I think her response is before this response because I had to do something to make this happen, whereas hers is always in place. So I'm just going to say when she first defended, she just immediately hit back for 2. Wait, have I done? Yeah, 3 points of damage. How have I done 3 points of damage? Oh yeah, Nova and this did 3, and then I did another 2, 5. Okay, cool, right. And then I play responsive, which means, because it was after I used a basic ability, which in that case was actually attack, not defense. But either way, I then ready, and I'm now ready for the next turn with +1. And I'm going to choose, I'm actually going to use these. Because they're cool. So just to keep track of them, I get +1 to an ability of my choice, right? This is ability of, yep, ability of your choice. So I'm going to choose attack. I'm sure that's how it's meant to work. If it said interrupt, I could do it the way I wanted to do it before. but because it doesn't, I think this has precedence first, so I've already readied. I can't attack on his turn. I can only respond on his turn. But I still managed to damage him, so that's fine. So now I've got until the end of the round. Okay, cool. Alright, and then he goes to attack, but he can't because he's stunned, which means his ability doesn't trigger either. So, sucked in, radioactive man. I'm going to get an encounter card. But I am now ready so that I can defend and stuff. Does this say I can do this multiple times? When an enemy initiates attacks against you, spend the energy rest, deal 2 damage to the enemy. Can I do it multiple times? It doesn't say I can't. So I could theoretically have used resources to do another 2 points of damage? I think I could have, to be honest. Oh well. Sonic Boom, when revealed, either spend energy, mental, fist, resources, or exhaust each character you control. I don't have a fist resources, so I have to do the second part, which is exhaust each character you control. Well, that's unfortunate. That is truly unfortunate. Okay, my turn. This hasn't worked out how I wanted. I'm going to use the last energy counter on here and repulsor blasts to get rid of this. So it goes down to 13. Yeah, that's truly unfortunate. That's a real shame, because that means I now lose this. That's a bummer. But oh well, I've been kicking absolute butt up until this point. I can't really complain. Oh, I got 1 card too many. I've got 6 cards, so that goes back in. Sorry, I'm sitting away from my keyboard, so I couldn't quite see it in the dark there. Alright, I got my helmet, so I got my thwart, which is great. Never back down. First responder is great. Yep. Doing good, doing good. Alright, so threat. He initiates an attack. I defend. There's no point defending against this dude because you lose a card anyway. There's not much you can do about it. I'm defending against. Oh, a big 5 again. Gee, he's not mucking around. So I defend for 4, so I don't get unflappable. I lose 1 health, but I do get to do 1 point of damage back to the attacker, and then rescue's ability triggers. So I'll do 2 back. Well, it says 2. It says 2. I can do 2 points of damage, or I can do 1 point of thwart. I might actually do 2 to this guy. Kill this guy off as quickly as I can. Yeah. Might do that. He then initiates an attack after he attacks you. So he still does the attack. I'm going to take the damage, which means that I can then... Oh, it's after you defend. I didn't defend. So I can't trigger that. Actually, you know what? I'm going to have Nova take it. Nova can take the 1, and then I lose a card. So whatever's on the right-hand side, when I finish clicking the button, is the one I lose. Never back down. Okie dokie. Oh wait, I could have triggered never back down when I was defending. Oh, why didn't I? What an idiot. Anyway, I lose a card. Nova takes a point of damage. We get an encounter card, and it is Assault. The villain attacks you. Well, there you go. I'm just going to take it straight. I don't have any way to stop it from happening except with Iron Fist, and there's no way in hell I'm doing that. So he does 3 and exhaust each ally. 1, 2, 3, and he gets exhausted. It's my turn. I'm going to strength to put in my helmet. And I really can't do anything else. I think he's going to thwart out. I think it is going to thwart out. There's nothing I can do about it. It is what it is. First responder can go. No, actually, you know what? First responder can go into play. Why not? It's free healing. Might as well take it. Just because I don't agree with how it's worded doesn't mean I can't use it. Alright. Ready. Get 5 cards, which is my last 5 cards. Which means that I take out and get an encounter card for next turn. Not being able to kill this dude was very disappointing. Very disappointing. But it is what it is. Alright, 1. I'm still in it. He attacks. I defend. Oh, it hits for 1. I successfully defend. Give the villain a tough status card. That's fine. You can have that tough status card. I successfully defend, so now I trigger all my stuff. Inflappable gives me a card. Electrostatic armor deals 1 damage to the attacking character, so there goes his stuff. Enjoy it while it lasts. Does anything else trigger? No, that's it. Well, then rescue's ability triggers. So now I can attack for 2 or thwart for 2. Oh, I'm attacking for 2. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Miss American Pie. I can trigger Nova. Yeah, let's trigger Nova. 2 points of damage. Boink, boink. Oh, Nova, my friend. Can you trigger Nova multiple times? There's nothing that says that you can't. I'm looking it up. Because if you can, I'm just going to bombard him. I'm just going to do like 8 points of damage. I mean, what's stopping it? Nova protection ally? Oh, there's an FAQ that says that if you use his ability after they initiate, then if the villain dies, it doesn't actually deal any damage. That's pretty handy. An enemy attacks you, pay a lightning deal 2 damage. If you happen to have 5 cards of the resource, can you generate 10 damage? You You can use an interrupt responsibility once per triggering event. Okay. So you can do it every time a character initiates, an enemy initiates, but not multiple times for the same initiation. Really? Yeah, right. Okay. Yeah, you can't spend the ability multiple times on a single enemy's attack. That makes perfect sense. Otherwise, it would be ridiculous. But anyway, so I've already used it. That's fine. It's done. Because then I was just going to go 2, 4, 6, 8. Boom. All right. Okay. So that's taken care of. Encounter card, and I've got one from before as well. So the first one was assault. The villain attacks you. Oh, I got rid of the wrong one. Oh well, we know what's going to happen there. The villain attacks you. All right. So the villain attacks me. Nova's going to defend because I can't defend myself. So he's going to defend for me. He's meant to get 2, but he can only get 1, so he only gets 1. When Klaw attacks, give him 1 additional boost card for that activation. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. No, I'm gonna hard rule it. Yet he gets another one. I'm pretty sure he doesn't, but I could be wrong. It's not unknown for me to be wrong. So he attacks for 1, 2, and then deal 1 damage to each hero. 1, and then Nova's dead. You did well, sir. Good work, kid. And I didn't defend, so I don't get to trigger that. Is this an interrupt? That's a response. It's too late now. Who hit me for 2? No one. No one's hit me for 2. I'm gonna leave it. Alright, and the second one surges. This time it does actually surge. So we get him, and then this guy says, when revealed, take 2 damage, Klaw heals 2 damage. I'm going to trigger first responder so that I negate that 2 damage, but it doesn't stop him from getting his 2 health back. Excuse me. Alright, my turn. Alright, first off, things off the bat. This dude hits for 2, and then I take off one of these so that he does an extra 1 and then stuns him. I'm just annoyed that I haven't had a chance to do that before. He takes 1 consequential. What else have we got? What else have we got? Let's put in... I don't think I really need this, to be fair. I don't think I even really need to put that in. I'm going to use Def Focus. And Force Field Generator to put in Enhanced Reflexes. And then those 2, so that and Desperate Defense, are then going to put in my chassis. I'm actually going to put it this way. Look at that. Building up our armor. Very cool. Actually, I'm going to do it this way. Look at that. That looks sexy. I get plus 3 hit points. 1, 2, 3. And after you defend and take no damage, you can exhaust chassis and spend a resource to give rescue a tough status card. What's going on? What's going on here? Why can't I move around? Oh, there we go. It's like locked in place or something. It was weird. I think that's all I can do. I could have killed that guy, but I mean, seriously, I wanted to stun Klaw. I've been waiting to do it for ages. It annoys me that I wasn't able to do it before. Oh, he should be out of counters. He actually comes in with 2 counters, not 3. That was cheating. He comes in with 2. I should have remembered that. I put in 3 because of the it counts for his health and so. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It's another story. Yeah, so he's out of counters now, but that's right. He's done his job. I get 5 cards. Cool. Couple more responsives. Nice. All right. He's going to deck out. I mean, not deck out. Thread out. So things happen. Let's get rid of this. Stage 2 is going to give him his Thinno back. Oh, I should have kept it on there. Damn. How dumb. Discards until a minion is discarded. Oh, there you go. Straight away. Gets tough. What am I? No, I'm an idiot. He got it because of Immortal Claw. It's already done that. He's almost dead. That's fine. Dave, don't stress, buddy. Don't stress. It's alright. You gotta chill, man. Starts on 0. Get acceleration taken there. Okay, cool. Alright, he goes to activate, but he can't because he's stunned. So that's that taken care of. So then these guys activate. I'm going to defend on this guy. Hits me for 1. I easily defend it. Let's just look at all my shenanigans. Okay, well I get a free card and I get to hit him back for 1 and knock off his tough. And then rescues thing triggers. What's the order in here? I think hers should actually trigger first. I should have triggered her before I triggered anything else. But anyway, she triggers and I'll just kill him. Because she does 2 points of damage. And then I will use Magnetic Restraints to play Responsive, which says ready her, and then give her +1. So she gets +1 attack. Ready and give her +1 attack to the end of the round. Okay. Then we get an encounter card. And it is another armored guard. Awesome. Coming out of the woodwork. Alright, my turn. I'm going to immediately kill this guy with my +1 attack. See you later. And after you use a basic power, I'm going to use Never Back Down to play Responsive and Ready. I've still got my +1. It hasn't gone away yet. And then Strength and Enhanced Reflexes is going to give me Iron Man. Iron Fist is going to hit him for 2 to get his tough off. I don't get piercing from anything, do I? No. Gets ranged. Okay, cool. Have I missed an attack? Because I defended... Oh no, I defended him in order to then kill the other guy. No, I've done it right. That's fine, because he was stunned, so he never actually attacked. Alright, so Iron Fist will knock off his tough. He's done his duty. Iron Man rescue will then kill the guard. And then spend a resource of any type, which I can't do. I need everything to get him out there. Okay, that's fine. He can attack for 2 for now, and then I'll bump him up next turn. So I'll lose this. Reset. Just making sure I haven't missed any triggers. Get 5 cards. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. When an enemy initiates an attack, discard the top card of your deck. That enemy gets... Oh, so it's an upgrade. It's -1 for that attack. Live it twice per round. Yeah. It's pretty cool. Okay, alright. 1 and then 1 from the acceleration. He gets to activate this time. Gets 2. I will just defend. Defend for 4, so I'm pretty happy with that. He hits for 5. Bloody hell. Why is he always hitting me for 5? It's nasty. Wait, can I use vigilance? I can use vigilance, can't I? When an enemy attacks, they attack, make a defense. So should I have used vigilance before I defended? I think I should have. I think the timing is I'm meant to use it when an enemy attacks, make a basic defense without exhausting hero. I think it's too late now because I've already exhausted. So it's too late. Pooh! That's really annoying. Have I got any way of stopping it? No. No. Alright, so I take 1 point of damage, which means I don't trigger Unflappable. I can trigger Electrostatic Armor. I don't need to tap it. Do a point back. And I can trigger First Responder in order to heal 2. But I can't trigger that. I can't trigger this either. Oh, it's an upgrade, so I can't trigger that anyway. Okay, alright, well it is what it is. I then get an encounter card, and it is Weapon Runner, which surges into Ganup. When revealed, the villain and each minion engaged with you attacks you. Well, that's unfortunate. Alright. Oh, I didn't trigger her defense thing where she actually does damage, so she would have just done damage back. 1, 2. Alright. At the very least, I could have done that. Okay. Alright, so now he's attacking. So he gets 2. Now, because he initiates an attack, now I can do this. Oh. Well, there's no point, because she has to be able to defend. Oh, what a bummer. What a real shame. This could kill me. Oh, I'm on 11. Nah, I'm fine. I'll take it. 2, so he does 3. 1, 2, 3. I didn't use my basic defense, so I can't trigger her ability. I can't trigger this. I can't trigger this. Can't trigger this. I can. Well, I didn't defend, so I can't trigger that. I can't trigger this. I can't trigger anything. I just have to just take it on the chin. And I can't use any cards. Okay, and then this guy unfortunately hits me for 1. Actually, it might. Yeah, I'll just take it. I'll take it. And again, can't trigger anything. So now it's my turn, and now I'm annoyed. So now I'm really going to start slapping. Deal 2 damage to an enemy. This attack gains ranged. Spend X energy resources to a maximum of 3. Repeat this attack X times against targets of your choosing. He's on 4. He's dead. Or I could Iron Man him. I could spend a resource to give him +2 and give him 4. Either way, he's dead. Let's Rescue should do it. It's Rescue's game. She should do it. Stark Resilient is going to pay for Repulsive Blasts. The Repulsive Blast says deal 2 damage to an enemy. 1, 2. Spend X energy resources. Enhanced reflexes. To do another 2. Boom, boom. So you just pop, pop. I did it physically in real life, but you can't see it because there's no camera. But she's like, pew, pew. Down he goes. What a victory. Actually, I'm going to do the 2 to him first. I'm going to do another 2. Kill this dude and then do it to him. Boom. Claw in the face. He does all 3 shots. 1, 2, 3. Done. Yeah. This is cool. This is really, really cool. I need a little bit of clarification on... I'm sure I did it right in the end. How responsive worked. Yeah, I'm absolutely sure I did it right in the end. Where is it? Let's grab it. Yeah, responsive. So I'm absolutely sure that I can't do what I wanted to do. She defends, her response triggers, and then play the response. So it's she has to trigger first. So I couldn't use this to then ready her and then give her +1 and then do it again anyway. As part of that first thing. But I could use it. But it doesn't. It doesn't matter in the end of the day, right? Because I can use it to after she's done her defense. So she defends, she triggers her attack. I then play responsive as a response after using the basic power. She readies, she gets +1, and then I can just attack anyway. So either way, it still works. It doesn't work exactly how I thought it did, but it works still basically the same, essentially the same. Although she can't attack. The only difference is that she... See, I thought the idea was that she defends. So we're on the villain's turn. She defends. I play responsive. She readies. She then gets +1. And then she triggers her ability, which doesn't matter whether it's the villain phase. But it's not. I'm sure it's not. I'm sure it's actually... You can still play it on the villain phase, but she wouldn't be able to attack at that point. So it's not quite as powerful as I thought. But if it was an interrupt, you would play it the way I thought. But I think it's actually played the way I played it, which is that blah blah blah. She readies and blah. So then she's ready for her turn. So then on her turn, she then attacks and stuff, which is how I was playing it. So I'm sure that's how it works, and it's awesome. It's bloody awesome. I enjoyed... I don't think I've got all her cards out. Let's just quickly grab... I never actually got to use Vigilance, which is a shame, but... Just going to quickly grab... so there's 3 of those. There's the Restraints. I didn't need this in the end, but if I'd gotten in the first turn, it would have been sweet, but... So there's another responsive. Having the 2 power protections come out with Iron Fist was bloody awesome. Great stuff. Search and Rescue. Repulse Blast is another one of those. Another one's a Search and Rescues. I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. Because there's multiples of some of them. So, all right, let's go through it with the seal stuff. Chuck that on the main screen there so I can have a look at it. All right. So, aesthetics. Yeah, she looks great. I love the color scheme. I mean, it matches her actual color scheme, which is great. It's a bit much. It's a little bit much in the terms that most of the images also have blue in the backgrounds. I mean, there's a lot of blue. It's everywhere. It's blue. It's not bad. Blue's actually my favorite color, so I'm actually cool with it. It's very pretty. But it's just there's a lot of blue. That being said, though, the picture for responsive is awesome. And again, I just repeat what I said at the start. This is the greatest art break I've ever seen. I would actually maybe just slightly manipulate it so that her thumb is up a little bit. I don't know how talented you are in Photoshop, Rainy, but just slightly up a little bit on her thumb, so it looks like but it looks like she's holding up her nameplate, and I just think that's genius. It is absolutely brilliant. The art for responsive is great. Most of the art is good. Got a bit of a derpy face and magnetic restraints, but other than that, everything does what it says it does. So yeah, I like it. Theme, spot on. I confess I don't really know that much about Rescue. I had a bit of obviously she becomes Rescue in the films, so I can only assume they then did it in the comics to sort of match it, which is what they often do. But I did a little bit of quick research to see, the theme thing, so I could answer this question. And yeah, it's perfect. It does exactly what it does. She's not about the violence. I think one of her quotes even says this. What is this? I'm not a violent person, but I can't let you hurt innocent people. This card matches that so much. She can do damage if she needs to, but she'd rather not. I love it. It's aesthetics 10 out of 10. Theme 10 out of 10. Materials, does it have everything? This is an interesting question. I need to bring this up. I had a bit of a thought after my Koi review. Part of the materials thing is what's happened here? Theme materials, right? I just want to read this again because Okoye didn't have a health dial, which is fine because some people like to print these things out, and heroes that you buy official heroes don't have health dials. You get a health dial on the main box. You don't get these special fancy ones. These are only used for if you want to play it on TTS, right? And so Okoye are actually marked as a 7 because it was missing the dial, and I don't think that was fair. That wasn't a fair because of what I just said, right? I mean, you don't need to have a dial. It's just nice if you do. So the next one is a 9, which is any missing elements are minor. So first things off the bat, Okoye got ripped off. She should have had a 9. I can't give her a 10 because I am playing it on TTS, and so I had to use Black Panther, right? So a 9 makes more sense. But back to Rescue here. No, she's got a dial. She doesn't have one of those fancy bags. She's just got a normal everyday bag. But so what? It's everything you need to play her is here. Nothing is missing. Nothing is missing. So it's a 10. So far she's 10 out of 10 on each one so far. What's the next one? Balance. Yeah, I think she's balanced. Oh no, the next one's mechanics. Sorry. Mechanics, yeah. So back to what I was saying before. I think the only absolute slight change I would recommend in terms of matching it to the theme of what I think the card is actually trying to do, is first responder. I think it should heal 2 if you're doing it for somebody else, and 1 if you're doing it for yourself. I mean, it's cool that it does 2 for yourself. I mean, it's handy, but just based on the pitch, just on the image, and what the card is trying to do, and what she does as a character, is she's all about helping others. So very slight. There's absolutely nothing wrong with the card as is. Mechanically, it works perfectly fine. I'm just talking about in terms of theme. But everything else, I never actually used magnetic restraints, but it's pretty handy. Discard a tech or weapon, and stun an enemy. It's essentially like that. What's the card that says you discard a card and you get to do something? Repurpose. So it's an identity version of repurpose. And every other card works perfectly fine. I think this is a little underwhelming. It's an upgrade, but you then have to discard a card and they get -1 attack. Could it not be that it spends an energy resource and then sort of match some of the other stuff? You know, if it's an energy resource, you get like her repulsor blasts. Instead of discarding a card, maybe to spend a resource of some kind. Might be a bit better. The whole discarding card thing, it really irritates me, right? Because it's a mixed bag, right? If I discard a strength, for example, in order just to power this up, I'm going to be annoyed. It's going to annoy me. If I discard an Iron Fist, I'm going to be annoyed. So because it's such a mixed bag, I think it would make more sense. And it would still make more sense based on everything else that this set is doing. So instead of being a discard card, it's actually just spend a resource. So it could still be you discard a card from your hand, but then at least you get the chance to choose instead of the whole, bunny out of the hat way that the discard from the top of your deck works. I hope that makes sense. But everything else, the mechanics. Her special ability is just awesome. Just so awesome. I love her. It's very much leans to prot, but there's nothing wrong with that. That's fine. She could still work. I mean, there's other ways to bump up her defenses even out of prot. But also, depending, like I said before, justice, bump up her thwart. If she can defend and then thwart for 3 or something, magnificent. Defend and then hit back immediately for a 3. It's unbelievable. And even in this game, I was defending for 3 or 4 if I've got to cut the thing out. But I'm defending, then I'm immediately hitting back for 2 every single time. Defend 2, defend 2, defend 2. The economy on that is, and it's on their turn, so I can just hit them again on my turn if I want to. It's just awesome. I love this character. I love this hero set so much. So balance, I think, is again a 10 out of 10, because like I said, the only changes I would recommend are very minor, and are more theme orientated. They don't break the way they are right now. It doesn't break anything, so it's a 10 in terms of mechanic. Balance, everything's balanced out. It's all costed properly. Great. Fun factor, 10 out of 10, automatic. This is a 10 out of 10 across the board. It's an automatic seal, in my opinion. It's just seal it, cut out the middleman. Just go straight to seal. Loved it. Absolutely loved it. Let me know what you think. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like and subscribe, and check out the comments. If you'd like to leave a comment and let me know your thoughts on the set, please do. That'd be great. Was I going? The other thing back to it is 4 recs too high. 3 rec. That still doesn't stop it from being a seal. It's an automatic seal. So leave a comment whether you agree or disagree. Please check it out. Let me know. Check out if you're interested in custom content in any way, shape, or form. Please check out the Homebrew Discord. I'll have the link for it, of course. And stay tuned for for more comment. There'll be one more nomination coming. I've got Gwenpool is coming. I'm actually not a fan of Gwenpool as a character in any way. The whole Deadpool Gwenpool shtick just doesn't do it for me. But I've had a look at the set, and I'm actually quite interested in how the set itself works. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. So Gwenpool will be up next, but this was Rescue by Rainy, and yeah, I'm not exaggerating. It's an automatic seal. Just seal it now. Just be done with it. Thank you very much. Take care, everybody. As always, look after yourself and the people that you love. Take care. See you soon. Bye.